Scorpio friends, welcome. Doing your heart spread here for October. This 8-card read reads who's on your mind, who's in your heart. Also, check out the Soul Family read if you haven't already. It's in the descriptions up for today. It's a daily collective read for whoever resonates. Focuses more on manifestation and spirituality than love. This is definitely a love read for who's on your mind, who's in your heart. Let's see what we got. We'll look at you and your person and compare your energies separately. Then look at how you're doing relating to each other. Get some advice from Spirit for each of you. And get advice from Spirit on the relationship as a whole and then the outcome. He's been positive lately. Let's see how it goes for Scorpio. Scorpio Venus here. Neptune conjunct Venus in the 3rd house in Scorpio for me. So it's important placement for me. The really reason I was always into astrology, but I really 2017 started to eat, breathe, and sleep astrology because I got a reading, and really what stimulated was reading about Venus in Scorpio. And I thought to myself at 47, you know, if I'd only known this when I was 17, that might have made life so much easier, because it's in Scorpio. It's not easy. It's karmic, in my opinion. I mean, you're here to learn deep lessons around love. That's why I have this channel. I see relationships as how our soul grows, how we learn. It definitely is for me. Love and relationship, that's what the soul needs. Like, we don't come here and just be the hermit and sit in a cave and contemplate ourselves our whole life. Much as I love the hermit, I am the hermit. It served me well. But it's all about relationship. And if they don't, I say better to love than lost than never to loved at all. 100%. Let's see where you're at, Scorpio. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I like this. You're coming in. It's kind of similar to the Libra read, 3 of Pentacles. But it's a similar energy, balance. I think you're someone that's been doing the work, putting in the good work, the work of the shadow work, learning about relationships, not just blindly going along and, you know, to the next sexual partner. And you've probably gotten yourself into a pretty balanced position in yourself. Now, if you are manifesting, again, it's a great place to manifest from. Being solid, being pentacles, and being well balanced, you know. Now look at this, your other person's coming in with the 7 of Pentacles. I like this because this is where their mind and heart is at around love and relationships. You may have been doing more of the work. If it's twin flame, you would be the activator, this would be the sleeper. Not saying it is, saying if. Definitely we've got soulmate connection. They're in the energy of, they feel like they haven't been reciprocated in the past. So that's on their mind. And it's like they would literally say to you, it's like I give and give and give, and I get so little back. Venus and Scorpio, don't we know? So what are they going to feel when they find someone like you who probably would reciprocate? You're in that energy where it wouldn't even be hard, it'd be natural for you to give back the balance of the scales. You're going to give this one as much as you're not going to give them 2 cookies and give them 1. You're going to give them both the same. And so exactly, you would be exactly what they are looking for. Okay? That's how I would see it. They would probably see it that way. We do have the King of Pentacles, the overall energy, which I do now read in this reading. So both of you, I think we're looking at solid people here. Don't prepare to say yet that we're going to get married, but we have very solid people, mature people, sincere people. I think if there's any question about their sincerity, don't have it, Scorpio. I think they're sincere. I think that given the fact that they're in that mentality of the 7 of Pentacles, that you would be exactly what they need. Now, this is where you're at in terms of them, how you're thinking about them, how you feel about them in the relationship once you're together. 9 of Cups. A manifestation. I mean, with the 9 of Cups, I think you could read very directly here. This is you feeling about them, that they're your wish fulfillment. Yeah. I mean, they're probably giving back to you so much appreciation just for you being the way you are. You know, you be meeting them. It's not just about giving, it's the energy of meeting them. Their energy meets them directly. And let's see, this is looking right at you. This Page of Swords here. This is how they're feeling about you now and how they're reacting to you. I think they're saying something to you here, and they're looking right at you. It's nothing threatening. It's like, I think they're pretty much just telling you, I can't believe you're real. I can't believe this is working. I can't believe... This person, I think, probably... God, I'm so sorry with these allergies. I'm just going to keep reading because I just can't stop it. It just keeps happening. Working on it. Sorry. Okay, so, again, I see you being more stable. You kind of understand. This really could be a twin flame thing because they would come into you and they're not as put together as well as you are. They're not as stable as you are. They probably haven't done as much work as you are. They probably don't understand as much as you do. And with this Page of Swords, it's like a young energy to you, like a young soul to an old soul. I get from them like a lot of appreciation, like a little bit with you on a pedestal, but it's kind of like a mental pedestal, a spiritual pedestal. And they're a little bit like in awe and kind of expressing that. And I see them kind of looking up to you, almost in a position, it's not bad. It's like on their knees and you're on the couch or something and they're looking up to you and it's like, oh, you're so amazing. They might kind of look at you like a god or goddess a little bit here. Again, I'm not seeing anything about this. Justice. This is your advice for them in the relationship. Let me see what their advice is before I say anything. And this is their advice. So this is your advice from Spirit and how to interact with them in the relationship. And this is their advice from Spirit and how to interact with you. And I'm so sorry. God help me. So their advice is to come at you. And this night is coming right at you. Because my guess is they would probably feel, and again, justice so strong here coming under the, the Nine of Cups. They might kind of have a little bit of a feeling like you're too good for them, you're too much, why would you want little old me type of feeling. But their advice from Spirit is to pour it on. And, there's no doubt about that. Now, this is more subtle. I want to clarify this is for justice for you. I feel like there's something you need to settle with them. It's kind of speaking to the Page of Swords. And it may be simply, I just did the Libra readings. Libras, you may have energy in Libra too. Scorpio, you could have a Venus in Libra. Definitely be this. It's like you're not liking this energy of them putting you on a pedestal. And when this Knight of Wands is not really, we have good energy with your start here, the 6 of Coins to the 7. I even like the way the 9 of Cups is working with the Page of Swords here. This I sort of don't like, and this is your advice from Spirit. It's like something has to be adjusted. Doesn't mean the relationship's over or anything. And I think it's very simply that. And it's like with justice, you kind of have to school them on what it means to maybe have self-esteem, and like maybe the energy of it is you don't want to manifest a partner that's below you. You want to manifest a partner that's with you. But relationships are not always even. And so we see here with this person with the Page of Swords over the Knight of Wands, they're all kind of into you, and not just sexually, mentally. So, they're going to like listen to you. So this is you kind of sitting down with them, and not in a didactic way, but in a loving way, and maybe over a period of time, just you building up their self-esteem and reminding them gently, lovingly, over and over, that, I am not more than you. I am not better than you. I am just as grateful to have you in my life as you were grateful to have me in my life, reminding them that you are my wish fulfillment. Okay? Let's see, don't want to do the bottom of the cup deck, Eight of Wands. This is the advice for the relationship as a whole. And this is coming between that Knight of Wands and the Justice. I kind of get the feeling like this conversation I just discussed is more than a one-time thing. It's like a theme in the relationship. And this is Spirit advising both of you, advising the relationship as a whole. It's all about taking action. So my guess is they would come to you because if they're at a distance, or if you need to move in, they're going to move into your house. I get you would probably be the more stable one. But with the Eight of Wands here as advice, it's like, it's also kind of let something go. And I think this might be a little bit for you here, Scorpio. It's like in all their enthusiasm and their youngness, as it were, and they're kind of a little bit like the fool energy over here, you know. And then you're more like this, you're probably the King of Pentacles here, Scorpio, of the couple. And I think it's kind of telling you, like, go ahead and enjoy the sex, enjoy the romance phase, enjoy all of this that they're bringing to you. And in terms of this conversation where you're trying to level them up, you've got to be real careful. Don't crush them. Don't crush their enthusiasm, right? It's like you have a puppy and it's so enthusiastic, and, you know, or a child, you know, and you're consciously saying, no, don't do that. No, stop, honey. No, please, go quiet down, please. It just kind of crushes them after a while. So maybe like you need to lighten up and just allow them to be the happy puppy. Allow them to worship you a little bit. You know, there's a balance to this, right? I mean, this is where you're coming in. You have this balance. You have this ability. So it's like you're really being called upon. This really, if this is a twin flame, you really are the activator. You're waking this person up and schooling them on kind of how to have a relationship. And that's not the best way to have relationships, what therapists are for. But I believe this is how we learn from relationships. I don't really have a problem with this. And so I think if it is a twin flame, so I'm a little shaky on myself whether it exists, but the mythology of it would be that I believe if you are the activator, you literally have a karmic license. That's how I feel about it, if it's real. And I think it's extremely rare. But even if it's a soulmate relationship, there's still a certain karmic license. You know, you made a contract to come together, and probably that contract was for you to bring them up and bring up their self-worth and make them feel like they're equal with you. And so this is just advice to don't, you know, throw the baby out with the bathwater as this is going on. This is a delicate, long-term interaction that you're having, and it's not easy for you. So at the same time that you want to kind of school them, you know, you don't want to school them because that's not a romance phase thing to do. That's like a Virgo. Why Virgo Venus is debilitated there. It's because love doesn't like criticism. So again, this for sure can't be any kind of criticism. And the way you do this is simply reward positive behavior instead of so much concentrating on the negative behavior. And don't do this, don't say that. It's like, well, I really love it, you know, when you shine. I really love the way you smile. I really love the point you made last night. We were talking, I was thinking about it. That was so smart, you know, that, and really appreciate your input. You know, you build them up in that positive way, not the negative way. It's a challenge here, but it's like Spirit's telling you, man, pour your soul into this, you know. The manifestation is not quite done. And you end up with the Ace of Pentacles as the outcome. No need to clarify that. You end up with a really solid relationship. It just needs a little massaging, and you're definitely taking the lead in this. And they're definitely following. This is not bad. It's kind of all up to you. Keeping, you know, you're going to be the teacher that's bringing a real balance to the education. And boy, it's a delicate one too, because, you know, it's also love and romance and sex. But you end up, I think you both come in with these pentacles. You got the King of Pentacles overall, and you end up forming a very solid new relationship. And I think you are going to move in together. You've got the Ace of Pentacles over the Eight of Wands. Someone's going to move to the other one, and you're going to cohabitate, you know, whether you get married or not. I don't know. But if you do get married, please invite me to the wedding. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.